this Jelly Roll thing.
Yes.
Yes, please tell me about
Let's
this.
go!
Please tell me about this.
Oh, yes. I am so excited about this.
Jelly Roll filed for divorce. It's a shocker.
No, Jelly Roll, who is, by all accounts, a sweetheart.
No, the fuck is not. Go ahead. I'm sorry, excuse me.
Cosmetics I'm talking about, not who he is. I don't know him, but when he appears and he's doing his smile and shake hands, kiss babies,
right?
It's very buttoned up to the T. He ain't gonna really say nothing that's gonna push people the wrong way. He's one of those guys, which is why we still waiting on you to come back from that award ceremony and tell us what you thought about all the shit that you were scared. We gave you the run. We gave you the grace. Like, all right, he don't want to do it right now. He probably come back and do it later. You never told us nothing. So now, that's a red flag. And now here we are. Jelly Roll has filed for divorce from his wife of, how long they was married?
I think 10.
10 years, right? They're married for 10 years. Bunnie, she has a XO Bunnie, she has a podcast.
Okay.
And she's on the podcast giving it up, saying what's going on. Now, it don't sound like a bitter breakup, but everybody was on Jelly Roll's ass because what it looks like is y'all was best friends, always appeared everywhere together, and then she had got some surgery done, and then he wasn't there. So then the fans was like, hey, what the fuck is going on? She got like a facelift or some shit.
Okay.
And Jelly Roll's not there. So that looked odd to the fans. And then when he filed for divorce, they like, oh, so she helped you lose all this weight.
Right.
She helped you get yourself together.
He just lost a huge amount of weight.
Yeah.
He was a big fat bitch.
He was.
She was supportive. She was a bad bitch. I mean, Jelly Roll attributes a lot of his success to this lady.
Yeah.
Getting off drugs, straightening up, getting his shit together. In those situations, people are always like, well, what's up with that? You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of Jelly Roll because of when he first like came out to be this big sweetheart, and then I look back and he was like 3-6 Mafia down. Everybody like that culture appropriator. That shit makes me a little nervous when people, you know what I mean? From that to country to this to that, the most that made me comfortable with him was Bunnie. So it's like the fact that he's, I don't know. Not a big fan of Jelly Roll.
He's had some good moments at award ceremonies, sans the political misstep this time. He's had some great speeches.
Real inspirational and all that. Yeah.
All right, come on, let's get to the tea, goddammit.
Yeah, come on.
Soon as the Wi-Fi get it together, I'll give you what Jelly Roll said from a stage in defense of people tearing his ass up, and I'll tell you what the wife said on her podcast. Which one you want first?
Wife.
Yeah.
Okay, wife first. Let's do it.
On Mother's Day, we had a little bit of an argument, which I don't think the details are necessary. And in that argument, I was so fed up and so tired that I just looked at him and I said, well, then file the fucking divorce papers. And in our relationship, that is the one cardinal thing that you don't say, even though my husband has said it numerous times because he's the runner. But when I say it, it really holds weight because I'm not the type of person who says what I don't mean. And
I want to know what
I
he's
ended up
fighting
leaving.
about.
I packed a bag and I left. There's a couple other things that happened that, I mean, if I ever do write a book, I'll talk about it. But I just don't think it's imperative in the situation right now. So I packed a bag and I left, and I didn't talk to my husband for, weeks after that. And during that, he was so mad, and I'm not so emotional that he ended up doing exactly what I told him to do and filing the divorce papers.
No, Joe Budden.
Was I blindsided, and was this divorce mutual? No. It was not mutual. Even though I told him to file the divorce papers, I was speaking out of anger and just frustration.
I tell y'all about that.
Was it necessary for us to have a wake-up call and to actually start having these real conversations? Absolutely. And so when I found out that he had filed for divorce, I immediately got on HRT because I was like, I've got to fucking pull myself out of this hole. So I got on HRT, which is hormone replacement therapy.
Okay.
So emotional that.
Oh, that's it for her. This is what Jelly Roll had to say from a stage.
I wasn't going to talk about this tonight, but while we're talking about liars, the internet is a liar too. It's the only time, the only city I'm going to speak about this, so break your camera phones out now. Me and my wife are best friends. We will always be best friends.
Okay.
I hate fans. Shut up,
Just got
fans.
off the phone earlier today. Nobody cheated on nobody. She just did a whole podcast about it. You can go watch it. Every word of it is the truth. That will be my best friend forever. This is the only time I will ever speak about it. Bunnie, I love you, baby. Thank you for those 10 years. They were incredible.
That's a great way for him to
Years of
respond.
friendship and 20 beyond that. With that being said, cheers, everybody. Thanks for coming out tonight.
Interesting approach.
Okay.
I don't see the.
That's the best way to handle it.
Okay,
If you
ladies
leaving.
and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Especially if you out.
How
If
we
you out,
feeling? How
That's
we
exactly
feeling,
how you do
y'all?
it.
How we feeling? Come on. Come on, talk
Sounds
to
like
me.
he was ready to leave.
I think we don't
So
have
he's
enough.
out.
We don't have enough information.
We going off what we got.
Yeah,
But
we just
no,
speculating.
But what we have, I think they've been having some problems for a long time. She might have gave him an out when she said that.
Yep.
That's what it sounds like.
And
That's exactly what it was.
You can't play. You can't play with. This gonna sound bad, bro, but they've been together 10 years, right? They've been together 10 years, and people tend to grow apart based on their circumstances. It's unfortunate because Timona's point, it could optically look like, yo, I was down with you in the trenches, and the second that you got up out the trenches, you discarded me. That is a possibility optically of how it looks, but we don't know that to be true. You get what I'm saying? Like, yo, you told a nigga, yo, go file a divorce paper. So whatever they was arguing about, it was a heated
big enough.
argument, or it was enough for her to say
what I
those
wanna
things.
know.
I need to know
I need that white tea.
I need to know whether
I don't need
the
to know that.
response was OG.
I don't need to know that
either.
Y'all know how I say all the time.
bro,
that
don't say
all
what
that shit
you
you
don't
saying
mean,
in
bro.
anger, I hold you to it.
Yes.
I stand on that.
I think that's juvenile when people
It
be like,
is.
yo, I was just mad, so I said these things because I was just mad. I think that shit is
That don't- that
juvenile.
don't
But
work
it can
for me.
also be juvenile to like take something somebody says in anger, knowing that they didn't mean it, and using it as an excuse. To
I don't
leave.
I don't know that you didn't
mean.
mean it.
I-
We
I
could
know
have been
what you're
having
saying.
problems for a long. Obviously, they've
No, but
been
that's what
having
I'm saying. It
problems
depends
for a
on what
minute.
the argument is.
I don't need to know that particular argument, but if we've been having problems for a minute and we have a blow up over whatever, and you turn around and say, "Well, you know what? Go file for divorce."
No, that's crazy. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
You gotta, if you're gonna have a divorce, have a
nuts.
conversation.
Have a
about
conversation.
divorce.
Right.
I'm sorry.
That feels
That's
cowardly
too
to me.
big of a deal
Yeah.
to
They
just
are-
say it. In
they
the
are
air.
having a
Do you ever
conversation.
say
We've been
that?
having-
All right, y'all are talking over each other again.
Okay.
They're having a fight, which she ended with "go file a divorce papers." Then that is not a conversation about divorce. That is something you said out of anger. Whether they needed to get a divorce, maybe that's the case. But have a conversation about that. Don't just go to the
Right.
lawyer.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Sorry. 10 years being with someone,
I was
married.
going to ask you. We know that that's been your stance, period. But you think that'll be your position, even married?
Yes.
Got it.
Yes, I do.
Divorce is a real complicated thing, y'all.
No, I understand
I know
that.
a lot. I
Expensive,
know it's-
complicated.
It's very expensive. I know a lot of people going through it. It is life altering. It's not
Yes.
something that's done because somebody said something in the heat of the moment.
But
You might want to double back
For that
and
reason,
make sure.
for everything you said is why I don't think you just say go file for divorce in the heat of the moment either.
But no one.
I don't think you just say that ain't nothing you just play around with, bro.
Yeah, but
Like I get it, we mad, we can say whatever, but go file divorce means I'm at a point where
and she hinted around that they have been going through some shit for a while, and she also said that there are some other things that I won't share unless I write a book.
So I hear all that.
So some of those things could be really, really important things. They really could be egregious things. She just didn't share to disclose them. Yo, fam, when you say stuff to people that you supposed to love, that love, in my opinion, stops you from saying certain shit. I think that we fall into this thing where I didn't mean it. You know what I meant? I ain't mean it like that.
I was
no,
just
dog.
mad.
Say what the fuck you mean. We're adults.
All true. But here's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Couple things. One, he also said it, right? According to her, we based it all on what she said, right? He said, "I'm out. I want a divorce multiple times," and she didn't leave. So there is a precedent in their relationship for people saying shit they don't mean and not running. So I think that has to matter. I think it matters.
Who said he ain't mean it?
and
She
who say
referred to him.
Just let me do this. Let me just
All
say
right,
my
go
thought,
ahead,
and then
go
tell me
ahead.
how you feel about it. The other piece of it for me is relationships. To me, are about grace as well. Yes, I agree. You shouldn't say shit you don't mean, especially hurtful shit. But people in relationships, if you're in a relationship long enough, you're going to say some hurtful shit, and you're going to say some shit you don't mean.
gotta be prepared to deal with what comes with that.
Divorce is crazy.
Hey, y'all can call me crazy all you want. I've never
I'm
wavered
not
on
saying
that.
I'm
I
just saying
believe
that
that
part of it is about
wholeheartedly.
It's immature.
Put it like this. Let me make it real
immature.
simple. If he didn't want a divorce, and she had said that, I guarantee you he wouldn't have ran to the divorce court. He would have said, "Yo, do you mean that?"
We don't know that because he said I want to file for divorce a couple times before.
Yes.
And she could have fought back against it. And now this time said, you know what? Hey, go file for divorce. Oh, we on the same page now? Say less.
Because she referred
I've been wanted this.
And that's where you should have a conversation instead of just running to the divorce court and sign. That's all. I'm not saying he shouldn't get a
divorce. But if I've
divorce.
told you 4 or 5 times in the past that I want a divorce, obviously you know where I stand.
That's not true.
Yeah,
that's not true. And I got a thing with the rules being different for the runner in the relationship.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big thing. And she said that. She said
called him a runner.
he's the runner, so we got to handle him differently. And certain shit he's allowed to do that I'm not allowed to do because when I say it, I really mean it. I got a problem with that double standard.
But she said when I say it, I really mean it. So all right, I said go file for divorce.
No.
Joe said that.
No, she said that he is taking it that way because that's who she is as a person. And he's a runner. She's talking about personality traits.
Yeah, gotcha.
That's what she said. She said it.
I heard her. My thing is, and I totally disagree with Mark when you say, yo, you're in a relationship a long enough time, you gonna say some things that you don't mean, and you gonna say some hurtful shit. That's not true.
I don't believe that. I think the grace come in not saying those things,
bro. Yes.
Explain it.
When my girl gets me to the point where I'm really, really tight, the grace and the love that I have for my girl, where I know I can say some shit that cuts my girl, stops me from saying the shit to my girl.
Fact.
I do too.
Same.
Me and Remmer have a very mature relationship, but we have had times where we said something in the heat of a conversation that is like,
That hurts
damn,
somebody's
that was too
feelings.
far. We're not going to talk to each other for 2 days. But we're not
She
going
said
to
she
the
talked
divorce
to him for
court.
weeks.
Can I ask you a
My
question?
nigga, no girl I've ever been in a relationship with that I wanted to be with, I went weeks without talking to them. None.
Can I ask y'all 2 questions? So have y'all never, right now, in this time, y'all don't say things out of anger at all? Like everything y'all say, y'all mean it?
No, the stuff that I say out of anger, I'll raise my voice out of anger. I'll say shit out of anger about what's going on. I don't say hurtful shit to my girl out of anger. Never.
To answer your question, I shut down in anger to keep me from saying things in the
More
moment.
than I'll leave.
I
Shit
do
like
that. I
yes.
shut down. I leave. I will. Like
Same,
I
but
can't
shit does
talk right
happen.
now because I'm liable to say something that I really don't want to say or I don't really mean. I like to be in control of my emotions, not let my emotions control me. And then part of that is, you know what? I can't have this conversation right now because I'm liable to say something I might not feel.
But
I might
wouldn't
not
you
mean.
running to the divorce court because she said, let's get a divorce?
If
be
I
not
wanted
in
a
control-
divorce?
Can I finish? Not be in control of your emotions?
No.
I
means
wanted the divorce.
No, that means he's in control of his
I'm in
emotions
control.
because he really might want the divorce.
And that's what makes it cowardly to me and immature. Like,
Yeah.
have the if that's what you want.
He's a coward. He is.
I'm not saying getting the divorce
Like he
is.
taking the opportunity. The one time she slipped up and said some
It's
shit.
not
Yes.
the one time. If he said multiple
crazy.
times, I want a divorce. She said
He's
said
a
this
runner,
multiple
though.
times.
He's the runner.
He's a runner. So if when she refers to him as a runner, you almost get the sense of like that's the thing between both of them. So when she knows to stay when he trying to run, that's a good thing for them because he don't really want to go because he's just a runner. He gonna always pick that option. I'm gonna just get the fuck out of here.
And if you
she
know that-
showed him how to huckle down and stay.
Cool. And if you know that this man is a runner, you know he's mentioned divorce a bunch of times. You know you've seen him go from shit to sugar, like literally from shit to sugar, and you now give him the out to say, yo, well, go file the fucking papers then, and don't talk to him for some weeks. You
This
just
is
let the
what-
runner run. You just gave him the
opened the
opportunity
gate.
in which to run.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And he should sit down and say, you know what? I can't do this.
Yeah, that's crazy.
This is
not disagreeing
this is
with
going
that
to-
part.
That's my issue.
That
It's
could
the
be.
not talking part. It's just going and doing it because it's like, yeah, you gave me the out, so I'm gonna just run and do it. Your partner shouldn't be shocked to get divorce papers.
I'm not disagreeing. Like I
Yeah,
wouldn't
that's all we're saying.
I wouldn't have
Yeah.
handled it like that.
Especially if that's your best friend. Especially if y'all been together 10 years and you
Yeah.
talk. She about to have a baby. Like,
True. Yeah, they got a surrogate.
They shouldn't be like, oh, shit, I got like that's
They
crazy.
got a surrogate that's pregnant and moving forward with the pregnancy and all that other stuff. Cool. I'm not disagreeing with those things. You could handle it better. But I think that in
all we're
both
saying.
That's all we're
cases,
saying.
it could be handled in a different way. Like a nigga that won a divorce, you just gave him an out.
New Joe Budden.